Welcome to
What?
The game.
Me.
To me.
All right, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Jelani Brown bringing you another episode of NFL Smackdown in my series. We got the guys on tonight from the AFC East repping their squads.
Hey.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody introduce themselves, tell them who they're repping, tell them what they what they're about tonight, and I'll let everybody go. We're gonna start with Jeff. I'll let Jeff go first, and then we'll work our way back around.
Oh man, it's sabotage. Jeff Hunt, live in Ohio, lifelong Dolphins fan, which is about 40 plus years now. I'm excited about the youth. At first I didn't agree with the way they went about things, the tanking for Tua and all that, but they had a good draft. They had a pretty good offseason. And let's be honest, Tom Brady leaving New England was the best thing that happened to him. So it's definitely more wide open than it's been in 20 years. So I'm excited about the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we got our guy on, Greg. We already see the jersey he's wearing, repping the green.
Spirit of Joe Namath, baby.
What you got to say?
Greg out of Jersey. I started following the Jets when Mark Gastineau first got in the league. That's how far back this go. The Jets are like a wet dream, man. It's all gravy, and then you wake up and it just be a big mess. But now that Tom is out of the Eastern Division, maybe something might pop off. So we'll see.
Then we'll finish it off. My guy Eric, he'll be back in a second, I guess. But Bills Mafia, you got a lot to say.
Yeah, I got a lot to say. This is gonna be our division this year, man. We back. I don't know why the Jets is concerned about. You know what I mean? I understand you from Jersey, represent Dolphins. Dan Marino ain't coming back no time soon. Bills Mafia, baby.
You can hold on to that good defense all you want. You can hold on to your good defense. I'm not mad at you. That's what you're holding on to is that defense. Y'all locking everybody down. You got a Super Bowl defense. But that boy get clipped up and he ain't running no more. You got a problem. A real problem.
Oh man.
And you better hope that draft pick work out too. You better hope that draft pick work out. You better hope that one work out. Yeah.
We're gonna be all
right. We'll see.
And my guy Eric, I guess he'll be back in a second to talk about his Patriots. But we're gonna move on. I'm gonna let Terrell start off since he is. I feel like he got a lot to say. Go ahead, tell us, talk about your team, tell us about your offseason moves and everything. Why you feel like your team's primed to win the division this year.
Well, I mean, we had a good season last year. Offensively, we didn't have a whole lot of weapons last year, but with the addition of Stephon Diggs, we got a good running back in the draft. Defensive end from Iowa, just to solidify our defense, man. We ain't giving up any points, so if we can get 13, that's a win for us, especially with them two bums at the bottom. They ain't put up no points either, so that's 4 wins in the division. Then we just got to worry about what the Patriots will do. We get one from them. We in there.
Short and sweet. I love it. Short and sweet. What's up, Jeff? What you thinking the Dolphins going to do this year?
I think they're going to be better. They got to be better than people think. I can't defend what they've done the last couple of years, but when you look at it, they got to it. That's the guy they wanted. It's one of those things. Hopefully it was a freak injury. He's not injury prone, and he's going to be ready to go sometime this season. Fitzpatrick does enough. If you look at it, Fitzpatrick, had the same season as the kid from the Bills. If you really look at it, there really wasn't much different. So it's not that big. I mean, the Dolphins knocked off a good team last year and a great team last year in the Patriots. I mean, just from moxie, they got good coach. Flores is a great coach. They had good, real good offseason, good draft. They picked up some guys they needed. They got some offensive linemen they needed. And I just basically I'm basing everything on a couple of years ago. San Francisco 49ers were terrible, and it doesn't take long to turn a team around if you just get everybody on the same page and get a little talent. And obviously you need a break here and there. And Tom Brady, going to Tampa Bay is a break, so anything's possible.
Greg, what's up? What you think your your Green Man gonna do this year? I know you had a few troubles. You had high hopes beginning of the year last year, but somebody caught a little mono, and then things went down here.
I see something in the chat. It said it's choppy. They can hardly hear anybody. Is that me? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Nah, we good. I can hear everybody. Yeah, everybody that's on right now.
Anybody hear choppy sound in the background? Like I hear it. Does anyone else hear it?
There's a
yeah. Okay, we're gonna play past that. We're gonna play past that.
Yeah. I don't know what it's from.
I got the full rundown, and I can say what I need to say. Look, I'm gonna have to get this off my chest, man, because I've been steeped in mediocrity for several years, man, like 40 years, right? So I'm gonna lay down exactly what I think about this team, even down to the record I think we're gonna have this year. He said the Bills are choppy. Okay.
He might be talking about the team. He might be talking about the team.
Oh,
Bills got
it might be. All right, so here's my rundown. I'm gonna just go through what I wrote down, and then y'all can break it down from there. First thing I wrote down is for the Jets. I had tempered expectations this year, man. I'm not trying to get too happy. I was happy when Tom left, and then it got all fucked up when old boy went up there. Now Bill Belichick knows how to build around people, so I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. With the Jets, I think the culture and the coaching is a little suspect. I'm a little suspect about Gase. I know my man down here, real happy Gase is gone, so he's not complaining. But now I'm complaining. Right, see his face? Very happy. Because you see how he got in there automatically. I don't like Le'Veon. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Jamal Adams could be somewhere else. I'm like, he's a top 2 guy. What the fuck you doing? But this is so the coaching is a little suspicious to me. The culture, people seem mad. People don't seem happy. People want to leave town all the time. I'm a little suspicious about that. That's going to cost us the game. That's going to cost us the game. We need every game. I'm going to start with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, I think, got elite upside. I think they drafted him high, because they was like, yo, this guy got arm talent. He can make some things happen. The thing is, he got a lot of negatives. So, personally, I like the way he move around. I like the way he can throw the ball down the field. Hey, man, Jason, stop talking shit, man. Hold on, let me get this. He talking about last time he was good back in 68. But like you saw in the league in last year against Dallas, he was nice. I said, "Oh, this is the shit. This is the guy." And then he fucked around and was talking about he saw some ghosts. Oh, ghosts? That's not good. What you mean you see ghosts? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. That was tough on me. Then he fucked around and got the mono. Come on, man. How you gonna get the dirty girl little disease and you just got signed to a first-round contract? That kind of threw me off, man. But he got the talent. My whole thing is I don't know if he has the processor. I don't know if in between the ears, once he gets his first or second read, I don't know if he can figure the rest of that shit out fast enough. That's why I'm glad he can scramble by some time and figure something out. But I'm going to just say Sam Darnold is boom or bust. If he don't make it pop up this year, they ain't going to give him no more contracts because you can find a guy like a Sam Darnold. But they brought in Joe Flacco. Now, listen, don't talk shit. I'm not saying Joe Flacco is the savior. I'm saying Joe Flacco won the Super Bowl and might tell him a couple of little things to move him ahead. He might move him ahead. I'm going to just go with that. And then past Joe Flacco, they got James Morgan. I don't even know who the fuck James Morgan is. But we got James Morgan. I'm going to just assume that Joe Douglas know what he's doing because he did his thing down in Philly. But Who the fuck is James Morgan? Like I don't even know how to talk about him real good. But he's there. He's there. Now let's go to the running backs. We got Le'Veon Bell. Man, we gave this dude a boatload of money. And we ain't had no offensive line. And what it exposed is that Le'Veon Bell isn't premier, but he real nice. If you give him a good line, he can shimmy shake, do a dead leg on you. He can do some things to you. But, I mean, he did some good things last year. With some third downs, he went and made it happen. But in this scheme, he like, you know what I'm saying? The coach don't like him. So he's like, I'm just skate through and get this money. And now he's 2 years older. I mean, what am I expect? Now watch this shit. We fucked around and got Frank Gore. We're all right with that. He's like, yeah, y'all can go ahead. Old man, we gonna get the young stunner. We got the old man. Frank Gore been playing how long? 15 years? 20 years? Yo, Frank Gore was playing when goddamn Jerry Rice was playing. That's how long ago he was playing.
That's true.
But I'm gonna go ahead and take his 150 carries. It's some goal line, but in fantasy, I'm not gonna get Le'Veon because that's goal line carries, and he an old man, he ancient, but shit, he can still make it happen. After that, we got LaMichael P. Ryan. Nah, I'm not really fucking with P. Ryan. He really just a young version of Gore. He can do a little bit of everything good, but he ain't spectacular at nothing. So our premier is gonna be Le'Veon. Give him the rock, give him the pill, let him do his thing on these dudes out here because the line better. Wide receiver.
I don't know pretty much any wide receivers I have anymore. I lost Robbie Anderson. Like it's a dud after that.
Wide receiver is a fucking disaster. That's why we don't know any of the wide receivers.
It sounds like you smack talking your own team.
He's doing our job for us.
I got you see 8 Mile. I gotta take it away from you real quick. Because I know y'all coming.
He taking a different approach than most people.
I'm saying because the Bills went and got nice on me, and then they went and tanked for 2 and got 2 and they got Preston Williams. Well, I know they ready this year, so I got to throw it out there right now and keep it real. So take away their ammunition, then I can talk my shit later.
It's good.
Right? So let me get back. So wide receivers a fucking disaster. I'm gonna say Crowder. Crowder is probably my best wide receiver, the slot wide receiver. I mean, he's smart. You know what I'm saying? And Darnold got chemistry with him, but he's a slot receiver. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, he's a good player. But then we got Quincy Enunwa. I like Quincy Enunwa. But Quincy Enunwa is hurt all the time. All the fucking time. Broke neck.
Always.
Shit going on with this guy. So I don't know. If he healthy, he's good. We got Denzel Mims in the draft. I like Denzel Mims. We got him in the second round. They thought he should be a first-round pick. Fuck it. He's a big body. He don't really separate, but he can high point the ball. He can go up and go get the ball. He can out-muscle you a little bit. Good speed and size, but like I said, he ain't really separating. He ain't going to do no Jerry Judy's on you or nothing like that. But he can contest. So he can't separate, but he can probably contest for the ball. We got Rashard Perriman. From Tampa Bay. Jason. Hold on, Jason. Goddamn it! You all wrong. I got the Rashard Perriman. That's a number 1 pick. Wasn't he the Ravens' number 1 pick a couple of years ago? Well, he just broke out last year. The last 6 games in Tampa Bay. I'm gonna just figure that's gonna roll over, and he's gonna take over the goddamn what's the name role. The Robbie Anderson role. Who else we got?
I'm gonna let I'm gonna let interview. Yeah, you going through the whole roster. I know that he said they're going through the whole roster. They suck. I'm gonna let you respond to that later. But I wanna hear what Terrell got to say. Basically, what you think about the Jet squad, Dolphin squad, and I guess what they've said so far, what they believe that they'll be able to bring to this season.
blah blah blah, blah blah blah, man. The Jets have been shitty since Ken O'Brien, Al Toon walked up out of there, man.
God damn.
Jamal Adams in the league.
You couldn't wait, could you?
Listen, man. The Jets is irrelevant in the NFL as a whole.
But did I do a good job talking them up?
Because they in New York.
Did I talk them up good, though?
Y'all shitty. I mean, you look, bro. I mean, you kept it up. I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm not worried about the Jets. I'm glad Tom Brady out the division. I've been waiting 20 years for it. It's our time, man.
Okay.
It's our time.
It is, honestly. Before, I mean, I'll actually, since what you call it, Eric just came in because, you know, a lot of people were before the signing of Cam, had the Bills pretty much slotted in to take that division that they was going to, you know, be the next step. So, Eric, I know you haven't got haven't got a chance to say anything really about the Patriots. So, talk to me about your offseason additions, and then why you believe, you know, it's not the Bills' time to reign.
Oh man, you know this is a tough one because I mean, like I said to these guys before this all started, I got respect for every team in this division. You know, I awkwardly have a little bit of respect for the Jets still too. But you know, a lot of people when Tom left, I got into this dark slumper. You know, of man, that's a kick to the nuts. You know, it's a knife to the back. You know, why would he do that? Why would he just up and leave to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I mean, it was kind of unexpected. I wish he would have just retired. But at the end of the day, man, I'm a diehard Pats fan, and that's where I stand. If you want to have a conversation about Tom Brady, we can do that. But I'm not. I'm talking about the Patriots, and you know, I was on board Jarrett Stidham 100%. You know, I thought the offseason was going to be great. I thought N'Keal Harry was going to get some better footwork. I thought he was going to get a little faster. You know, his physicality and his separations is incredible among, you know, first year players.
Man. You had me talking about Cam.
So listen, when we didn't get Cam initially, I thought to myself, well, there's something weird happening here. There's something that's going to happen. We just had to wait and see. And we have Cam. And initially, I thought to myself, well, fuck, this is going to light a candle under Jarrett Stidham's ass because I was on board with Jarrett. I love Jarrett. But, bro, you took a hungry and a very humbled Cam Newton and put him with somebody like Bill Belichick who has to prove to the world he can win without Tom. That is a scary combination. I don't care who you are. And if you don't think it's scary, then I really don't think you watch football because an 80% Cam Newton is better than 75% of starting quarterbacks in the NFL. And the way he's tried to connect with his offense already, I mean, he's done more so far than Jarrett has. And I hate to say it like that, but he really has. And physicality-wise, I think that Belichick's always wanted a quarterback like this. He's always wanted a mobile quarterback. Everybody he's drafted has been way more mobile than Tom. So I think this – I don't think it's going to be easy to take it away from the Pats. I really don't think it is. And, I mean, there's reasons why that you could go the other way and whatnot, but the Patriots still have their defense, you know, and the Bills have their defense. So for the Dolphins, I don't think have a chance, and I don't think the Jets have a chance. I'm not trying to sound crazy, but they just don't. I mean, it's the Bills and the Pats, man.
I love it. I'm gonna give Jeff the opportunity to say something about that. Because I think maybe, you know, I like a lot of things that the Dolphins have done within the last 2 years. The hiring of Flores, they got their guy in Tua, and they boosted up that defense, especially the secondary, in my opinion. So I don't know if they're like, you know, I know they'll compete this year. I just don't know if they'll, you know, overtake, you know, what the Bills and Patriots supposedly have. cooking. So, Jeff, what you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and try and throw out something how the Dolphins are gonna win the Super Bowl. But I mean, they there are some advantages they have. They have youth. That's a huge advantage in the sport of football, especially in a year like this, to where you're gonna have less training camp, you're gonna have less practices. You know what I mean? Just younger, more athletic teams are gonna have a slight advantage just coming into it. Because it's just how it's gonna be. And I on record for loving Cam Newton, but I don't. This whole like, oh, he's hungry now or he's got to prove something now thing. I've never bought that with athletes because I'm like, you had a team, you know what I mean? Like, why weren't you hungry and proving it for that team? So I've never been one to, and I'm not saying they don't try or anything, but I've never been one for a chip on the shoulder guy. Like, I think they're all pros, and that you don't get to that point without having that chip on your shoulder. So I don't know if Cam's just going to step in and be able to run the system like Brady did. If you ask me next year, maybe it's a different story. But I don't know necessarily. He's going to win the locker room. I mean, everybody knows that. But Tua, he's apparently the same type of personality. It's all if he can be healthy and if his legs are going to be what they need to be to get him through his rookie season. And then you take a bunch of young guys. I mean, if you want to talk about being hungry, you got the whole Dolphins team that have heard nothing but shit for 3 years. And they've got some real talent on that team. They're not a bunch of jokers. I know they're young, but youth and enthusiasm get you a long way in the sport of football. Older teams, man, it doesn't take much to bring them down. A player here or there. So I'm basing everything on youth and energy. But I don't think there's dead in waters. Everybody thinks they are.
I gotta agree with you on that. I'm only saying this in the form of the fact that I don't think that the Patriots are ready to let go of their legacy just quite yet. So I think they're trying to hang on with every fighting chance they got. So do I think that young team that you guys have in the Dolphins? Yeah, I don't think in 3 years' time I'm still gonna I'll probably be a miserable, angry Patriots fan when they lose. You know what I mean? Because you're right. I mean, age does catch up. We got Edelman. Edelman's beat up. Mohamed Sanu. I mean, he looks incredible. But how much more is he going to be able to throw onto the field without getting hurt again? I mean, there's only so much you can do. In your 30s, it's just, especially playing receiver and playing the way that Cam does too. I mean, at any moment, Cam. The only problem I see with Cam is, if he doesn't see anybody open and he's in the red zone, he sees touchdown. That's the way he is. It doesn't matter if he's going to throw his body over the line. It doesn't matter if he's going to end up in the end zone on his head. He's going to do it. And that's going to come bite him in the ass one day. It's really going to bite him in the ass forever. So, I mean, yeah, I get it. On the Dolphins, man, you got a young, hungry, nasty team. But I was also a Jalen Hurts fan more than I was a Tua fan. So I mean, I'm not fully on board with Tua yet. I'll see what he does this year.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't my first pick. I would have rather waited till next year to get Fields or Lawrence, but it is what it is. You gotta if he's going to slide to you in that spot, you got to take him. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't have a poster of him on my wall. I would. I'm just being honest. I run a football podcast. I can't sit here. There's all kinds of. I got 20 shows saying how I feel about it, so I can't lie now. But I hope I'm wrong.
My biggest concern and my biggest worry and wonder this year is, for some reason, there's a part of me that thinks that Le'Veon Bell is gonna run his ass off all season. I just think I've never believed in the whole chip. I believe in the chip thing, but I get what you're saying in that sense. I just think that sometimes something just ignites in the brain where somebody gets hungry, So I think Le'Veon Bell is a scary, scary piece of that puzzle over there in the Jets. And I just think that once they incorporate it and kind of understand that he is the focal point of that offense, I think it'll definitely be a different Jets team for sure. And if they trade Jamal Adams, I think that's the stupidest thing in the world.
You kind of hint a little bit at one of my questions that I was going to ask both of you guys, and I guess I'll open the floor up back to Greg. One of the things was about, because a lot of players that play for you guys as individually teams, whether they just came in this year or even came in last year, Guys already threw around like Le'Veon Bell and Cam and everything. Who do you feel is going to perform the best? Like first is, I guess for Greg, it'd be Le'Veon Bell. Everyone thought he had a really, really down year. For for you, Eric, is Cam. I was going to ask Terrell about Stephon Diggs, because he wanted out of Minnesota so bad. And Jeff is kind of like, it's almost like their whole team in a sense, almost, not really. But kind of like, who do y'all think, I guess, within the division is going to have the best like comeback year per se?
It's, I don't know, Le'Veon Bell. It's one of those dudes like, you don't give old running backs all the money. It's never worked. It's one of those things. He's gonna play through this year. He's gonna be cut or whatever, roster and all that. Next year he's gonna get picked up by a better team. He's gonna be a Corey Dillon. Yeah, Corey Dillon. He might win a championship in 3 years with 500 yards. Like I'm not a running back guy. I don't care. Don't need them. Don't want, like, they're interchangeable. I know there's great ones. I know the McCaffrey guys and stuff are out there, the receivers and stuff. But true,
man, I like this. I like this Jeff guy. I like him because that's how I feel about running backs.
Yeah, I mean they're just interchangeable, but you just can't give all that money to them. You know what I mean? Give it to protect your quarterbacks. You got to get receivers. I mean, for instance, Patriots haven't had in all this 20-year run. They don't have any Hall of Fame running backs coming out of there. They just got put a different guy in every year, win another Super Bowl. Like, if the running back thing worked, like, the Bears, all the NFC East teams that always have these guys, they would just win. It's, call me when one of them wins.
Yeah, I don't know, man. For me, one of the scariest players in this division that a lot of people don't really talk about too much, and I don't understand why, is Aaron Williams, man. I think Aaron Williams is I think he's arguably the best safety in this division.
Really?
Really? Over the 40s?
Yeah, and I hate to say it, if you look at his numbers, he has just the same amount of numbers. Oh, not the same, but very close relative to that. And it's just there's a lot of players.
Even Greg's Jamal. Well, right now Jamal Adams. Even Jamal Adams.
But you get what you know what you're going to get with him. You know what you're going to get.
His safety's in a good secondary, so we're good there.
But like, if for people to say Stephon Diggs is going to do something for the Bills, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Diggs. Give me committees. Give me defensive backs. Give me rotational linebackers. Like that. That's what the game's about. Now it's closer to basketball than it is football anymore. Like I'm not. I don't know. When's the last time a receiver changed teams and it changed the league? It just never happens. I mean, it just never happened.
Yeah, the last time that happened was the last time I remember any of that happening was Randy Moss.
Yeah, Moss was, and you're talking, that's a generational receiver. Yeah, if Diggs was Randy Moss, I'd be way more concerned. I agree with that.
But you're right. I haven't seen it.
All right, so you guys are competition for me, so now I got to cut into your ass now.
Let's do it.
I got to cut into your ass. now. So let's go straight to Tua. He got a broke fucking hip. The hell he gonna do? Now, when he get good, is he gonna be able to be good? As long as that line is good. Fitzmagic gonna sling the goddamn rock, though. I bet you that much. I bet you them wide receivers be catching that ball. Man,
who'd you say is gonna be slinging that rock?
Oh man, Fitzmagic gonna throw it for 4 or 5 games. He gonna throw the shit out because he don't give a shit. He gonna throw the ball. He like what's the boy that was in Tampa Bay? They don't care. I'm throwing the ball down the field, and they got Preston Williams and the other boy. They gonna catch that ball. They got receivers, and you really don't need a running back in today's game. It's not about the running back. It's about those receivers and stuff like that. But the Dolphins gonna be shit. But like you said, they're young, and they're gonna come together at the same time and explode. And if what's-his-name can do what he did at Alabama, he gonna elevate that whole team. They're gonna be nice. I like what they got going on. But this year, shit, if you get 6 games, you might be all right. You might be all right. 6 games, 7 games. New England, you was a piece of shit. I was laughing at the Stidham thing. I said, oh shit, this is great. They ain't gonna win but a couple of games. But with Cam, here's the thing. You said something about Cam Newton. I think Cam's fucked up. I don't think Cam's running in there no more. Cam got a Liz Frank injury, and he got a bad shoulder, and he's a vegan now. And he's just a different kind of cat, right?
Who's your
So
quarterback?
I think what he's gonna do is what he did with CMC. He's gonna be like, look, where's James White? Whoop. He gonna throw it right over to him. That's why I'm drafting James White in my fantasy league. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna draft that guy. But outside of that, the only reason I think that New England might pull it off is because Belichick has taken any fucking body and will find a scheme to make that guy look like he's good. Garoppolo, goddamn, Sam Cassell got a contract off of that. Sam Cassell. So he can't. Now he has a number 1 pick. Come on, man. He's gonna be able to make something happen.
Yeah, but listen. You trying to tell me that you're talking about the whole James White connection, that it's going to do the same thing with Christian McCaffrey. That's great. I'm not arguing that. I love that. But if Belichick goes back to running that dual tight end offense, if he can find that in the Aussie dude, the other good.
Oh, that's all day.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
He was throwing to Greg Olsen all the time until he got McCaffrey.
That's scary.
All of that.
That's scary.
It is, but you don't have to. You got one receiver, and you hoping that Asi or Assy, whatever his name is, you hoping he becomes something.
Well, I have more than one receiver though.
Who the fuck you got?
See, because a lot of
Kobe Myers.
Yeah, you're sleeping on N'Keal Harry.
Hey, that's my boy. I play with you.
Yeah,
you're sleeping on N'Keal Harry. You're sleeping on the
come
talent.
on, man. N'Keal Harry couldn't even push a guy that ain't even on the team no more. Stop playing games, man.
Tom couldn't throw the fucking ball last year.
Man, what you mean Tom couldn't throw the ball?
He ain't gonna throw the ball this year at Tampa either. Watch. I love him to death, but they ain't gonna win more than 10 games.
That's all you need.
10 games gonna sweep him in the playoffs.
That's all you need.
Yeah. And my Patriots are gonna win 10 games too.
Oh shit.
Nah, I promise you.
Oh shit. Nah, man. I'm gonna give you the same record we got, the 9-7s. Get your 9-7 ready.
Y'all gonna be 9-7?
No. I'm hoping. I'm reaching.
Listen, you don't have a receiver. You don't. The Jets don't even have a receiver that's even close.
I just drafted one.
Who?
Who? I just drafted one.
Who?
Denzel Mims, 2nd round draft pick.
Oh, Denzel. Dude, N'Keal Harry creates space off of his physicality. You have no respect.
What have you been drinking? What you talking about?
No.
Oh my God.
It's getting a little rowdy here, Terrell.
I like the Kobe Myers more than I like N'Keal Harry. And I like the Bills to win the division before y'all. The Bills got the defense.
We have the same defense we did last year. You trust Josh Allen?
No, you motherfucking don't.
You trust Josh Allen?
No. Detroit been pilfering your whole defense. Patricia been taking them boys. Stop playing games. Y'all hoping to replace them boys. Stop playing.
No, never.
You look, man. You got. I'm gonna send you a picture of Tom Terrific with all those rings, and even 2 or 3 years from now, you're gonna feel good because the run was spectacular. Right now, the Bills is there. They ain't got no running game. They try to put this running game, but the quarterback's the running game. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to them with 10 games. The Dolphins gonna be in the shitter. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be me and the wild card spot.
You got Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
That's the end of the conversation, man.
The mono is over. He's over the mono.
I bet the Dolphins beat you both times they play you.
I'm splitting games with all of y'all. Fuck out of here. I'm splitting games with each of y'all, man.
No, you're not.
Outside the division.
How?
What?
How?
Y'all not beating us.
I actually want to let Terrell talk because we were talking about our off-season additions, and a few of us were like, we don't think Diggs is going to do anything for you guys. That Jeff made a good point. Jeff made a good point saying that it ain't really been like basically a receiver changing teams hasn't been a shock to the league. Just a whirlwind and they just take over. So I just want to kind of hear your thoughts on that. Talking about your off-season additions and what Diggs going to do for you guys.
He's an extra weapon though. We ain't had that.
That is true.
I expect him to come in there and get Jerry Rice numbers, but we ain't have nothing at receiver last year. You know what I'm saying? We had Cole Beasley. and was our best target. And
Oh
we got the
man,
one, Brown, he fast, but you know what I'm saying. All we need Diggs to do is if Diggs gets 70 catches, 6 touchdowns, that's a step up from what we had.
I will say that.
What are you talking about? You're fucked.
He's gonna be a respected target.
What are you talking about? You're fucked. I'm looking at your schedule right now. You're all fucked up. What are you talking about?
Who?
You better be happy you might get 10 wins. You got the Ravens the first game of the year. You're fucked. You got the Falcons the second game of the year. You're fucked. You got the Colts the third game of the year.
Lightning ain't gonna strike twice.
Why is it always the people like the shittiest teams talk the most shit?
Because he know he ain't got nothing to lose.
Listen, you just said Ravens, you're fucked. Okay, I get that. But then you said Falcons, you're fucked.
Hey, he might be. They might be. You never know.
You think the Falcons can beat the Bills that easy?
Yes, sir. Falcons fan over here.
They can throw the ball. Ridley is the shit, and they just got Gurley, and they got a tight end. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you got
Gurley.
That's what I'm saying, Jackson, man.
Are Gurley's knees okay?
It took him
Gurley's knees are perfect.
Because he was trying to find that name of jersey.
No, wait. Here's why I slice you up. Then you're gonna play the Lions. You might lose that game. You might win. Then you gotta play the Jets, and then you gotta play the Dolphins, and you're gonna be limping into those games. You're gonna already be fucked up at that point. You see that?
You said they gotta play the Jets like that's somebody, man.
You got 2 wins.
Look, they're going to already be beat up. They're going to be beat up in the first 3 games.
Hey, I don't sleep on Buffalo either.
Come on, man.
I just want to shout out my guy John. He's saying don't sleep on my team.
Our defense is going to keep us in any game for one. And we
all right. When
Lamar was having MVP numbers, man. We ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about that.
He just came with the magic elixir. He said, "Oh, we got defense." I'm like, "Well, shit, I can't say nothing else now. That means the score's gonna be low." And shit, I was hoping he was gonna overlook that, but he ain't overlooked that. So we all right.
Oh man, I love it. It's good. This group might overtake the NFC East. They was getting right, but this one little.
We only giving up about 12.6 points a game.
I'm gonna pose my second question real quick since we got everybody on the floor now. That is true. Our defense is scary. What was my second question I wanted to pose to everybody? Was I guess more of an offensive question because a lot of you guys did a lot on your offensive side. So I wanted to know who's gonna have the most prolific offense in the division this year.
Probably the Patriots because they got Cam. I mean, they got the best weapon.
Probably the Jets.
What?
No. The Jets.
Fuck y'all. Stop.
Because we got a shitload of receivers. Somebody got to catch on.
Somebody
got to catch the rock, man.
Yeah, but somebody got to throw it too.
Yo, he's over the mono. You keep acting like he still got the mono. He got his strength back. He's back.
Ain't nobody out there.
Man, he's over the mono. He's not kissing them dirty girls no more, man. He's good now.
He's still seeing ghosts.
Yeah, he is seeing ghosts.
He was a number 3 pick. What you talking about?
We saw ghosts.
Jamarcus Russell was number 1. What that mean?
Listen. Mark my words. Sam Darnold will throw at least one touch. Listen, Sam Darnold will throw 1 touchdown pass this year to Tre'Davious White.
Dude,
maybe
on,
more.
Don't do me like that.
Guaranteed.
That's only because I gotta play you twice, and everybody's gonna throw it to him. Stop! Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Everybody.
What's that?
Predictions. I want predictions. How many yards? Because Jason, He's been on up and down time, but it's funny. I keep going back to when he said Dak was going to throw 5,400. So I want to see what
That career.
predictions from everybody who how much you think the quarterback is going to throw, how many touchdowns as well. So how many passing yards and how many touchdowns from your quarterback.
Shit.
I'm gonna let Jeff go first because I think he got a few quarterbacks that he might.
Yeah, I
have
was
to
gonna
say.
say, like, I don't know. I would say that between the three of them, between Fitzpatrick's gonna be all right. He'll play half the season. He'll throw a touchdown a game. So we're getting 8 touchdowns. At that point, he'll probably have 7 interceptions. He'll average 260 a game. I mean, just like the rest of the AFC East. But then Tua will be all right. But when Tua gets in, it's going to be a different offense. Like, obviously, it's not going to be high-powered, high-paced offense. I mean, they're going to slow it down as much as they can. So his percentages will probably be better, but he ain't going to throw but 6 touchdowns. But
you didn't look at your schedule, did you? You didn't look at your schedule, did you?
I don't worry about the schedule.
All right. Let's hear from Greg.
If you can tell me who's going to get injured week 1, then we'll worry about the schedule.
I know what you're saying, but just run the numbers in your mind real quick. I'm gonna say the teams that you're playing off the rip. Falcons game 1, Eagles game 2, Lions game 3, Saints game 4, Patriots game 5.
Who the Jets play first?
What?
Who the Jets got game 1? Who the Jets play game 1?
What you doing to me right now? What you doing? Why you doing that?
Who you got?
I'm trying to talk shit on them. Don't talk shit on me.
I don't think I'm crazy. I said 8 touchdowns in 8 games. I didn't say it was fucking Joe Montana.
I'm saying the Seahawks, y'all gonna be so far behind. You got the Broncos, the Chargers,
play the same schedule.
God damn. Your schedule ain't no joke, man. Now, he said who the Jets play first. Here we go. Just schedule. The Giants, it's a fucking win. The Lions, it's a fucking win. The Steelers.
Wait a minute, whoa. You said the Lions were going to beat the Bills, but you saying the Jets going to beat the Lions.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
The Lions are cursed. They got to lose certain games. The Lions are cursed. They always lose bullshit games.
Hey,
I'm going to beat that game. Bullshit games.
Lions ain't beat anyone.
Listen, Tre'Davious White's going to have more touchdown passes than any of your receivers.
You're an ass. Why would you say something like that?
It's
You can say to anybody. Who are you? Why would you say that?
because
Man, that's insulting. I'll catch up to you later, man. I'll catch up to you later.
hey, I'm just saying. I just know what's going to happen.
This man crazy,
I
man.
know
I
he's
kind of want
good,
him to
though.
run
I'm not
through
gonna talk shit. He's good. He is what he is. He's a top 3 guy. What we gonna do?
I kind of want to see what Greg going to say with the rest of the schedule because all I heard was win. He was 4 games deep.
Let me give you the work. Let me give you the work. I'm gonna show you these 8 wins, and that 9th win, you're gonna see the 9th win. Giants, first game, smack them up, smack shit out them. Lions, they gotta fuck it around. They always do. We live long enough to see that. They're done. Smack them around. Steelers, man, we got experience with them. They ain't been good too. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them go and keep that. Unless Le'Veon be mad and turn up and go for 250 yards, that ain't gonna happen. They don't run like that. Then we got the Eagles. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that loss. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that loss.
Now, I hope you guys win that because I hate the fucking Eagles.
Then we got the Bills.
That's a loss.
It depends, home or away.
Hell.
It don't matter.
To hell with you.
It don't matter what we put your ass.
We got to get that win because the next week we play the 49ers and we need to have some power so we can't afford to lose to the Bills. So we're coming for your neck. Watch out.
George
Then
kills
we got the Colts. Man, my defense going to fuck them up. Rivers is old. Then we got the Broncos. That's going to be a fight. That's going to be a fight.
Don't sleep with the Broncos this year.
Then we got the Cardinals. We're going to lose that game. Then we got the Chargers. Fuck
gonna lose all of them.
Win that
Fuck
game.
you talking about?
Who?
Y'all gonna lose all them games.
Get out of here.
Most of them.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Then we got the Chiefs. We're gonna fuck them up too.
Oh,
Yeah, all right. Gotta go on.
That's a loss. That's a big loss. We're gonna struggle in that game. We're gonna learn something. Then we got the Patriots. Oh shit. That might be 2 losses right there because we coming off a loss. Then the Patriots might swoop in. Then we got the Dolphins, so we can recover and get reinvigorated and beat their ass. Then we got the Raiders. We can beat their ass too. Then we got the Seahawks. We're gonna take that loss. We got the Rams. What y'all think about the Rams?
loss.
That's a loss.
Everything I think they just go. We're giving you.
The Browns. The Browns.
That's 30.
This is what's getting us into the playoffs. The Browns. Come on, Dolphins. Tell me.
The Browns suck.
Yeah, they suck. And they'll, oh wait, the Browns suck, and they'll beat the Jets.
We got to beat the Patriots twice in order to get in. All right, that was a good laugh. All right, y'all, I'm done.
But you're a good. Hey, you know what? Here's the upside, man.
I'm
Trevor
done,
Lawrence
man.
look good in green.
Yeah.
What happened?
Trevor Lawrence
looks
gonna look real good in the Jets uniform. You got that going for you.
I'll take it. Don't do me like that, though. That means that my 9-7 prediction turned to shit in terms of like 2-14.
That's okay.
That's the only way I'll get them if I'm like.
That's what's gonna be. There you go. 2 and 4.
We're not too. Listen, we're too mediocre to be 2-14. We're too dumb for that. We like to finish 7-9.
Yeah.
10 dumb shit to get you a.
At least you're honest.
Because we do it every year. We end up with pick 11, pick 14, pick 19. Dumb shit.
Hey, we did it for years. I get it. It sucked.
Yeah, but this last year y'all didn't. Y'all didn't take no chances. Y'all said get rid of everyone, blow it all up, do it the right way, start fresh. I think the vision was good. I like what the Dolphins got popping in 2021. Oh, they're gonna crush the game. They got so many draft picks. They got so much money. They got good players and they got good coaching. Not this year, next year. And fuck the Bills, but they're gonna win a division.
No.
And fuck New England. They gotta fall off sometime. They can't just be here forever like that. No one wants to see them forever. People just want them to not win because they tired of seeing them. How about that?
Listen, this is my prediction, though. I think Cam.
As long as Belichick don't die, they're gonna be in there. All right, I got you.
Cam's gonna throw for 3,200 yards. Okay.
How much
Is
you
it-
running for?
3,200.
He's gonna throw for 3,200. And he's gonna throw 22 touchdowns.
How much you running for?
Man, that I haven't really talked too much about, but about 800.
Shit,
He said,
he's a top 8 quarterback.
You're trying to get that dude killed, man.
Right.
Hey,
That's a top 7 quarterback.
I really think it's gonna shock the world. It sounds crazy coming out of my mouth, but if I think about it and analyze it and see what could happen, it's not that hard to think about.
He's a champion. He won in college and he went to the Super Bowl his rookie year.
He was the MVP, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
but-
argument.
You really
Hey,
think New England will let have an offense that makes them run that much?
I think they're gonna do the old RPO. I think Belichick.
No
did
shit.
that. Yes.
Belichick with the RPO. Belichick?
Yes.
I think they will tailor
Belichick run that. When has Belichick ever run the run pass option?
I
I
don't
think he wanted to. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people, man. He loves
would
the
surprise
short
the
pass.
shit
He
out
loves the run. He loves the run.
Yeah.
He loves the short pass.
I'll be completely
Yeah.
surprised if he changed his whole philosophy like that. That'd be interesting.
Well,
Yeah,
would
McDaniels.
expect
I think they'll definitely tailor the. I think they'll tailor the offense a little.
I think Belichick.
They can do stuff that they normally couldn't.
That's true. That's true. I do that.
I think they're thinking to themselves, "Oh my God, we can think outside the box now."
Really? See, I think the opposite. I think Cam went there so he doesn't have to run the RPO. I think he wants to run
I
Tom
think
Brady.
Belichick's smart enough. He knows.
Yeah, but I think the fact
I
that
like
Cam,
that's a good idea.
I think Cam has an O line now that he never had before. So
Sure.
I feel like he can throw, but I feel like he'll be able to run I feel like that run will be open a little more. He won't have to. He won't have to duck and dodge in the pocket as much. And if he doesn't,
Cam will never have the ball long enough. Cam will be getting rid of that ball super fast. That offense is boop, 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 boop. He'll never have the ball.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, if they do keep it that way. All right, I want to hear Jeff's prediction and Terrell's predictions real quick, and I'm gonna bring in a special guest for the fan question of the night.
Oh God, who is that?
Another Jet fan? You bring the Jets fan in?
I've been a Cowboy fan.
Surprise.
So you want the record? You want me to predict the East? What do we think?
I'll let y'all, because Greg already did. But I'm gonna let y'all hit on the records at the end. I want to know what you guys think your quarterbacks are gonna pass for, or if you got a running quarterback rush for, and then how many TDs they're gonna throw.
Okay, like I say, it's going to be a combined quarterback. Somehow they're going to come up with 25 touchdowns between them, 4,000 yards, some combination. I mean, nobody knows when Tua is going to get in. If he does, it might be Rosen. I'm not giving up on the kid. He hasn't done it. We haven't seen him play. We haven't given up. I got to be realistic. I mean, Greg brought it up, man. You look at that schedule. I'm not going to be an asshole and sit here and say the Dolphins can win 9 games next year, but they can play really good and win 6, and still play really good. So, I can't lie. I'm not gonna. I can't show my face in the fall on my podcast and say that I'm picking the Dolphins to win 11 games this year. But that being said, this is one of those divisions, just like the NFC East, man. It's like give every team 8-8, and then there's a couple wins here and there is going to decide the whole thing, like for sure.
I'll go with that.
Terrell, what you thinking about? You can go. So your quarterback. How much you throwing for? How many TDs?
He gonna throw for 24 touchdowns, about 3,600 yards, run for like 550.
That's pretty accurate.
How many rushing touchdowns out of that? How many rushing touchdowns?
We gonna do ball management, man.
No, how many rushing touchdowns is he gonna run for? The quarterback.
Not to turn the ball over and let our defense win us games.
How many rushing touchdowns is the quarterback running for?
What's up?
How many rushing touchdowns is the quarterback gonna run for?
I mean, depending on, probably I say about 6. They might do a lot of sneak on because he's good.
I can see that happening. I can see that.
Real quick, Terrell, I just want to ask you, real quick, just basically a yes or no. Are you guys comfortable with Allen at quarterback? Like, you feel good about it long term?
No.
Oh, really? Wow.
I wanted Cam Newton to come
up.
Wow.
No shit. That surprises me. I appreciate your honesty, man.
Yeah.
Did you see him against the Texans last year? No,
yeah. Okay.
No.
I don't talk to a lot of Bills fans, so I just want to get your opinion on that. I won't go too deep into it, but I just want to know.
Yeah, I don't think he's long term either, but he's the right now, and nobody can't figure out.
I think I like him better than you guys.
He got a grit about him that I like. I was like, I don't know. Overall, is it his arm and everything? I don't know if he's, like you said, the answer, but I like his grit and his,
Bro,
the young guys. There's a lot of young guys. There's a lot of young quarterbacks in the AFC overall. So
yeah, it
I
is.
like a lot of
you got a quarterback that can run for 100 yards in a TD.
Yeah.
His rookie year, he ran 7-8 games for 100 yards. That's some scary shit.
Yeah.
As a rookie, and he did it again last year. He can run the rock. He can run the field. And you ain't gonna just take him down if you little, and you ain't gonna catch him if you big. He's a problem. He's not like the boy in Baltimore, but he right after that, he's a problem. But I don't think he's the next 10 years. But right now with that defense, and you can't stop that, that's a problem.
I like him.
All right, I'm gonna bring in the special guest real quick. Let him ask this question for the night. We might have a little bit more to say along with it. So I'm gonna welcome him in. Guy.
I'm out of here.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm out of here.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Wait.
All right. Your boy JJ from the Cowboys. Listen, guys, as I've been watching your podcast, I've already drank about a half a bottle of Knob Creek, Folk Faithful. It
They
took
don't have
that
good,
much to make y'all Smackdown interesting, or lack
they don't have
thereof.
good bourbon in
Now
Texas.
listen, I don't know what Greg is smoking or drinking or whatever, but I've been listening to a lot of BS for a while. By the way, I saw that jersey at Goodwill. I saw it next to the Bills, and I damn sure saw it next to the Dolphins. There's a lot of jerseys over there being swapped out right now between some youngsters over in the Fifth Ward area. Now, having said that, here's my question. My question for you guys is: if one of
Man, I
you,
can't hear it work.
if one of you happens to make it out of this round, what makes you think that you could compete with the guy that's representing the Chiefs and the #1 team?
Well, easy. It means that my team is healthy and my defense is already
I
strong.
can't hear a word he said,
And
man.
who, me? You can't hear me?
All right, Mr. Mafia, I'm gonna make this a little louder for you. What makes you think your Bills could compete with the Chiefs when you get if you make it out of this round, which I don't think you won't because you're about an honorable mention, and you got the cellar dwellers over there in Miami and New York. So right now, your main competition is New England, which I predict will be the one coming out of this just by default. But if the Bills can somehow sprung their way out of it, what makes the four of yous? It's all two four of yous. What makes y'all think y'all can compete with the Chiefs, given the skill sets of your team?
We ain't scared of nobody in the league, man. I ain't worried about Mahomes and them. I ain't worried about nobody in the AFC. We got defense. Defense.
Oh shit.
Defense
We
win
will lock
championships.
anybody down. Man, they ain't got shit.
We
Come
got
on, cuz. Come on, man. You a Cowboys
Yo,
fan.
my man must not know how the Kansas City Chiefs are built. You must not know who won that squad and what that offense looked like.
You a Cowboys fan.
You aware who's on that offense?
I ain't scared of Mahomes.
Are you aware who they just drafted?
I ain't scared of Mahomes.
Guy, first of all, I'm absolutely aware of who they drafted. But do you realize 20 out of 22 starters is coming back for the Chiefs?
No.
And you
Not
guys are in
really.
last place.
To the Bills, he thinks that they're just going to run over them, and I'm like, no, that offense.
Oh yeah, no, I got you, Jets. You're correct. By the way, you are representing your team to the best of your abilities. I want you to know that you don't got much to work with.
Yeah, I thought-
You don't got much to work with, but you're doing a damn good job, and I'm going to give you that. Bill, come on, guy, lay off the crack pipe. Let's come back to reality for a hot minute. Let's come back to no. Listen, damn it, it's true. Because if you think the Bills can beat the Chiefs, well, then you got to be on some crack. Because there's no other explanation for it. Patty Mahomes, this guy, he just came out and said he learned how to read a defense. Now think about that for a minute. The man just won the Super Bowl, and he just learned how to read a defense. Could you imagine how much better? And I'm going to give this to Logsden, my Patriots person over there, to point that out to me earlier this evening, and I agree with him. Eric, I'm going to give you that. Patty Mahomes just learned how to read a defense, and he won a Super Bowl. What makes you guys think you can compete with that?
Well, I'm hoping he gets kidnapped before.
People just be saying shit to make it sound good.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to take your hearts and your souls out of this. Maybe I guess that question is more directed at the New England Patriots.
Bills,
What?
Mafia.
Bills Mafia. He been
Listen, let me
representing.
tell you something. You might be the
Time out. First off, real quick. Whenever somebody says Bills Mafia, whenever somebody says, whoa, chill.
You have a top 3 defense in the AFC. You have a top 3 defense in the AFC.
Listen, all I hear when I hear people, all I think about, yeah, keep saying Bills Mafia, because every time somebody says Bills Mafia, all I think about is a drunk idiot jumping on a fucking foldable table. I don't even think about football, man.
Shots fired!
I suffered through 4 straight Super Bowl losses. In my lifetime, I'm getting one.
When? With Josh Allen?
We're gonna have a celebration like no other, man. Everybody gonna be there. Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith, they all gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
We represent.
Hey, you're avoiding the
we gonna bring Scott Norwood back. Let him get involved.
See, that's some drunk
Norwood
upstate
come
New
back
York
too.
talk right there. That's
I
some
don't know.
Norwood can
I
come
don't
back
know
too.
what that's called. I don't know
We
what
about
that's
to win this
that's,
year.
that sounds like a wish in the
Hey,
prayer.
listen, guys.
Man, I ain't trying to hear what you got to say. All right,
Hold on a minute. Listen. Hey, listen for a minute. Now, I live in a realistic world. And my realistic world says I want two teams that really.
Whoa. Didn't you say Dak was going to throw for 5,400?
Yeah, let's do that.
What
Okay,
kind
you
of
want to
world
break
are
that
you-
into? Time out.
Whoa!
Yeah, you're
What
right.
kind of world
So
is
hold
that?
on, time out. Dak threw for 4,900 yards last year. 4,900 without CeeDee Lamb. And the new regime of coaching. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me pose it to you. Is it very unrealistic to go from 4,900 to 5,400? That's only a 500-yard difference, guys. It's only 500 yards.
But
It's not like I'm going out of the realm of possibility here.
They
I mean, we all
18
know
games?
Clark Warner threw for 5,000 yards with Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. So let's not get crazy here. 5,400 yards is only 500 yards difference than what he did last year. He's in a contract year. He's got a guy begging for the starting job. He's got a great developmental coach. Don't look past 500 yards. It's really not that big of a jump, guys. It really isn't. And Jelani Brown, guy, I know you're young, and I love you to death. You're my boy. And we're gonna ride or die this shit. But let me tell you something. 500 yards is not that much. Go ahead. I turn the mic over to you guys. Why do you think you can beat the Chiefs?
Because we were the Chiefs and the Patriots were 1-1 last year. So I mean, I think we got.
You a Patriots fan in the '90s when you whooping y'all's ass?
What?
I don't give a fuck about
I don't
the
know
Chiefs.
what he say.
We're not. Look, I'm out. We're not beating the Chiefs. I'm not even going to have that discussion.
The grade's coming down a little bit. He's understanding.
Okay, listen. Let's be real. Let's be real. Hold on. Time out. Jeff, you've been pretty quiet back there for good reason. And I respect you for that. Because, look, you're a pretty intelligent guy. I think Jeff is a realistic guy. He understands it. Look, let's be honest. The only two people that are coming out of this division would be the Patriots and the Bills on a wild card, if you're that lucky. So what I want to know is from the Bills and the Patriots, and I'm going to let the Bills go first. The Patriots would go last. Bills, why do you see yourself beating the Patriots in the Smackdown? Because this is a goddamn Smackdown. And then Patriots, you tell me why you can be the Chiefs player in the Smackdown. Bills, you're up first. Okay, well, Bills does set his piece. Okay, hey.
Aggressive in your hate towards the Bills. But like I said before, fuck Mahomes, fuck Lamar Jackson, fuck Tua, fuck Sam Darnold. We got defense, baby. That's all we need.
You're going to need that defense against Patrick Mahomes.
We win a championship. Period.
You don't have the Ravens.
I don't care what nobody else doing.
Okay, and I got you, man. Okay, Bill's got defense, and you're going to need that defense going up against Patrick Mahomes. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to the Patriots. Patriots, Eric, calm down. Eric, tell me why you think you can beat the Kansas City Chiefs in a Smackdown Royale.
Well, I don't know who I'm out here trying to beat in the Royale. But what I will say this is
Chiefs is a flash in the pan.
Is
first time Andy Reid won something.
It doesn't matter.
Andy
Listen,
winning coach. I ain't worried about him. You gonna blow it.
Listen,
last year.
The Patriots and the Chiefs. The Patriots and the Chiefs last year were 1-1. The Patriots and the Chiefs were 1-1 last year. And
Tom Brady gone, man. That's all I know. Tom Brady out the AFC.
Yeah, but
here we come.
Okay,
man.
yeah,
That's
here
the only
you
one I was
go.
worried about.
Here you go, right to the end. You're not going to go anywhere. But what I'm saying is,
Lamar Jackson flash in the pan.
Oh God!
Patrick Mahomes flash in the pan.
Mahomes a flash in the pan.
Hold on, hey, Bill, we got you locked in at defense. Hold on a minute. I want to hear why the Patriots think they can beat the Chiefs. So hold on, Bills. I got you, man. You're locked in at defense. I got you.
Yeah, go.
Now,
Listen,
Patriots,
I got you.
Why do you think
Why you
Hey,
let the
go ahead,
Bills
Patriots. Let's see what you got to say.
Well, let him go jump on some fucking tables for a minute. Secondly,
Ah, man. Let's see what you got to say, Eric. Let's go.
because
Let's go.
the Patriots and the Chiefs are 1-1 last year. Yes, we don't have Tom Brady anymore.
Why are you
But
acting too much?
we still have the defense. Number one. Number two, we still have a quarterback option in Cam if he's healthy and plays the game as he should. So that's our offensive threat. The Bills have Josh fucking Allen who heaves the ball and doesn't look where he's throwing it to. There's no offensive there's no trust there on the offensive side of the ball with the Bills. Yes, the Bills have a defense, but they don't have an offense. They don't have an offense.
That's true. I'll give you that. They really don't. Hey, I want you guys, I want all four of you to look up at me for a minute. Just a hot minute, and then you can go back to playing on your phone like you are over there at Miami. Because that's about all you got going on over there for your team. It's okay. Relax.
Easy,
Calm down.
easy.
I'm calling you out for a minute.
Don't
I
act
want
like I
you guys
don't know
to
what
look
I'm
at
doing.
this face. I want you to look at this face right here. His point right here is he's got an Astros hat on. Because when you come, if you can get past the Chiefs in the NFC or in the Super Bowl of this tournament that we're currently competing in, it's going to be me that you face.
Who is
And
your
let me tell you
quarterback
something.
next year?
Based on what I heard out of this AFC West bull crap,
Who is your
I'm going to eat you
quarterback next
guys
year?
alive. Eric, I love you. Hey, listen,
Who's
we got to
the
listen to our
quarterback?
podcast together. But let me tell you something. There's no friends in the beatdown. And I'm coming after each and every one of you.
Is the Dallas
Be
quarterback
prepared.
in 2021? Who is the quarterback?
I'm the one you're going to face.
Andy
Does
Dalton.
anyone know the answer to that?
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Okay, so Andy Dalton's the quarterback next year.
Yep.
Because he's talking big shit, and I know Dak's not getting the money.
Okay, first of
who
all,
is he next?
okay, Jess. Now listen, I got you, brother. But you have to understand. Think about it. Put yourself in this position, if you will. You got a guy who wants to be the highest paid quarterback in the league.
Right.
And he's got, time out. He's got Andy Dalton breathing down his neck for the starting job. He's got a great quarterback mentor coach, which coached Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. He's got all the tools on offense that he needs to be successful. He's got the O-line, the receivers, and the running back, and the tight end.
Right.
There's no reason why he can't eclipse what he did last year. No reason. No reason. But let me tell you something.
Will
The
they give him
guy
the
is,
money?
watch this.
Will they give him the money?
Watch this. Watch this. And he hasn't got the money yet. No, watch. No, listen to me. Hey, Giants, hold on. Let me bring you back in for a minute. He hasn't got the money yet, right? So he's in a contract year. And he signed his tender, but he's in a contract year. And you know, like I know, a Super Bowl is the only way he's going to get paid the Patrick Mahomes money. Okay, no, we got that. Me and you, trust me, we dialed in, brother, man. We are dialed in. And so based on that theory and that theory alone, make him a dangerous motherfucker. Because he wants the money, right? Right?
Yeah.
Brother, man, if you want that money, you want to be paid like a billionaire, you going to tell me you're not going to go show out and all out and everything else in between?
Was he top 5 last year? He was top 5, right?
I think so. He might have been in the top 5 or 6, but I'm telling you right now, this year.
And you're giving him an extra 400 or 500 yards. You're giving him an extra 400 or 500 yards this year.
Chris LeBron, I see you out there. I ain't got no invite on your show yet. You better get me invited. Jax, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. I got to be honest with you, man. You are the best fan I have seen yet. You really are, because your team sucks dick.
I already know.
But you made a good. But you have made a good run at it. You really have. Miami, you're terrible. You might as well just go ahead and talk to your girlfriend on the cell phone. I know that's what you're doing. Just go ahead and clock out the I'm leaving this conversation right now. New England?
Well, it's hard to have a conversation.
I'll see you when you play the Chiefs, baby. Hey, Jelani, thank you for having me on this show, man. I love you. I love you, brother. But when I take your ass on in your divisional, I'm
gonna take me on. I got somebody for the Falcons. It's all right. I'll be waiting. My representative will be waiting. We'll be all good.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say that there's more teams out of this division in the playoffs last year than NFC East.
It doesn't matter how many
Yeah,
you
I'm
got.
just,
It only
I'm
matters
just
what you
hey,
finish.
everybody's been spitting fun facts tonight. I'm just
Yeah.
Hey, I like that. I like that. I like that.
putting it out
Hey,
there.
let me ask you a question. Hey, Jeff, Miami, let me ask you a question. Is that what you were Googling just a minute ago on your phone, or were you talking to your girlfriend? Just tell me the truth. I know you was on your phone,
Oh,
but
no,
tell
no.
me, was you texting or was you Googling facts?
No.
I
I'm
think he knew that
all,
one.
all business, man.
NFC as
And
an
just tell me,
NFC.
man, is she gonna? Hey, do you have a date with her? If you got a date with her, hey, I ain't mad at you.
He's funny. Appreciate you for coming on. Appreciate you for posing your questions. Stirring up the pot as always, Jason. We love the energy.
All right, man. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Peace out.
See you, man.
Peace. In the next round. Appreciate them for coming on. I'm gonna finish up. I wanted everybody to give me their in division predictions. So pretty much, we played 2 games apiece against each team. So I just wanted to get everybody's predictions on how they feel they'll fare in the division.
Split each game, and I'm gonna end up 7-9 on a good week. No mono, 9-7.
Yeah.
Oh, we should honestly bet. Oh, I'm gonna go around real quick before everybody else go. Who thinks Slam Darnold will get mono again this year?
Oh, shit.
I think so.
Man, I got time for Darnold. I ain't watched that dude play a game since Ohio State exposed him 2 years ago. Like, I got no time for Sam Darnold.
What about what is it? Eric, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Predictions. You think you sweeping? That's another thing. I just had my guy on. I forgot. Jason, full of crazy takes. He said they're sweeping the NFC East. No competition. And they're going 14-2. You think your Patriots are following that line?
Kansas City.
We'll sweep the Jets. We'll probably go 1-1 with the Bills, and I hope we'll sweep the Dolphins, but we always have a hard time playing them, so probably 1-1 there too. Maybe not. Maybe, who knows?
Sounds like a 4-2 record out the division.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, it's a terrible fucking division. It's not. This isn't the easiest. We don't have the easiest job.
I will say this though, and I know this is supposed to be a Smackdown, but I don't like talking shit because sometimes people get butthurt and take it a different way. Then I got to turn into an asshole. But I look at it like this, man. I love sports. I love football. Okay, so if the Patriots aren't on and the Jets are playing, who do you think I'm rooting for?
Go Jets.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for my division.
Really?
Always. It's and that stems back to the college type,
Oh,
I'm a Michigan fan, bro.
Oh, fuck! There we go.
So the only team I hate in college football is Ohio State. Okay, but like, if Michigan's playing, they're not playing, I'm still rooting for teams in that division, man. It's just the way I work. I don't know.
Yeah,
I root against you, man. I root against my whole division.
Yeah, me too.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Constant attack.
I'm a fucked up fan.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I just think we just do it different. I don't think that's wrong. I know a lot of people that root for their division, especially in college. Like I hate every team in the Big Ten. I want them all to lose every game that they play, but that doesn't mean it's right. Just how I look at it.
Do you guys play fantasy football?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you know how you get a team, you get a player on your team, but it's for a team you don't like.
Oh man, like when you draft Tom Brady and you're like, fuck.
And you're struggling because you're like, I want you to win, but you're playing my team today. Or I really just don't like you, but you're going to score good. It feels like that if I say, go Patriots. I feel bizarre.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, see, the way I look at it is this. I feel like we're the black sheep of NFL because everybody fucking hates us. Yeah, for real. Think about it.
That's what trust me.
You guys have a ton of fans.
We have a ton of fans. Yes, we have a ton of New England fans.
Yeah, you got lots of fans.
But dude, you got to think, man. I fucking hate the Cowboys. I don't give a fuck who plays the Cowboys.
I do hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say. I think the NFC East is honestly the NFC East is the blood.
I don't give a fuck who plays the Giants. Beat their ass. I hate the Eagles. Play the Eagles and fuck them up. Okay. I can't stand fucking Baltimore. I think Lamar Jackson's over fucking rated. Sorry. He can't throw the ball.
What?
Watch this year. He's not going to do what he did last year. You watch.
He's busy rushing for 1,000 yards.
And that's why he's a running back. He's not a quarterback. He's not a true quarterback. Come on.
Man. He looked pretty good last year when he was getting. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't get on board with that.
Yeah, the rookie got some touchdowns too. He was throwing the ball something. He was just efficient. But he's running for 1,000 yards, which means that's 10 passes a game. He's not throwing because he's running the ball 10 times a game. So he's not going to have big numbers, but he's efficient. But I understand.
So wait,
didn't he lead the league in touchdown passes?
So wait, yeah, he did. Wait, so you said that about you sound like you said that about when I said Cam might rush for whatever he might rush for, but I mean, if Lamar could do it, Cam could do it too. Cam's a more physical body.
No, I don't think Cam wants to do it. And I don't think the offense wants him to do it. I don't doubt Cam's ability, but I don't know why he would want to do that. I don't want Lamar doing
after he's gone through all the different injuries and nagging injuries last few years. I don't think
what you have with
Cam, though.
He can do it because Cam do it. The defense know he can do it, and they got to be respectful. But is he gonna get out there and be doing them little spin around running for? Nah, man, he done got cracked up that way. He ain't doing that.
So put it this way. Okay, so when you're playing against Cam, you got to stop the run or you got to stop the pass. You can't stop both. So whatever you can't stop, he's going to utilize and he's going to kill you in it. Same way Lamar plays, same way Pat plays.
No, Mahomes is a different animal. That's a whole different conversation.
He's not a runner. He's a scrambler. He ain't running anywhere.
Pat will run the ball if he has to. Okay. But Pat also creates
Rodgers finesse type running though.
Yeah, those are scrambles. That's flushed out the pocket, extend the play. Yeah. I can't see nothing. I'm going to run. Your guy is, I see an opening. I'm about to get this 10, 15 yards because I'm big as the linebacker. I can handle it. That's different. They looking for big yards. Russell Wilson's a scrambler. He ain't a runner. He scrambles around. He ends up scrambling, trying to keep the play alive and fuck around, get 7 yards, 10 yards, and rushing. That's Mahomes.
Russell Wilson scares me.
He should. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Russ is the truth, man.
I don't know why he's so fast.
Did they get Clowney? Did they get Clowney?
They still have to sign somebody's.
They said the Patriots. They said the Patriots are looking at Clowney, and I don't want him to go to the Patriots at all.
Why not?
That's the last thing I want. Bill Belichick will tap into that talent and bring all of it out. I don't want that at all.
They don't have any money, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think we got one more prediction. I think Jeff did you already give your position or sorry?
Yeah. I'll stick with 6 and 10 if they play 16 games. They'll steal one from the Patriots. I'll say they'll go 3 and 3 in the division and then steal 3 somewhere. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to anybody.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna let everybody finish out. I guess say why you should be voted, to go to the next round of the Smackdown. Closing arguments with your team.
I vote for Greg. My vote's for Greg.
Shit, my vote's for myself.
I'll represent the AFC East well. I'll chop their ass up. I'll chop them up. What you talking about?
Patriots 10 and 6.
That's fair.
Yeah, 10 and 6, 11 and 5, 10 and 6. I can see that.
It'd be hard
to get 3 of those wins off coaching, just so you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And hey, I'll give you that, Greg. I'll give you this. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, brother. I'm gonna give the Jets 8 and 8.
Yeah. If the mono pops up 7-9, 8-8 likely, and 9-7, hopefully.
Now there are some
Somewhere in
weapons
that
on that team. And Jeff,
Jeff,
I don't think you give your Dolphins enough credit. I think they might snag one more game out of that.
Well, they may, but it is. Greg's not wrong. The schedule is horrific.
horrific.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Patriots. You want to talk about horrific schedule? The Patriots schedule is terrible.
Yeah, but
The
they're
Patriots
going to have Cam. They're going to have Cam to start it off and fight through that. They all got.
is amazing.
I mean, I want to touch base on this real quick because I think that the whole Cam thing could go great or it could be disastrous. I don't think there's a middle.
Stidham will step right in. Stidham will step right in.
I think Stidham can. I think he truly can, though.
Then we got Colt McCoy. Who's the third guy? You got another guy there that knows the offense.
Colt McCoy, coach.
Brian Hoyer.
Hoyer knows the offense.
Yeah, he does. He does.
If you know that offense, it's the scheme that's gonna make it all work.
Yeah.
That's what I think the beef was. Tom was like, I was the man. And Belichick like, nah, I was the man, and I made you look real nice. And I think Tom's trying to prove it in Tampa Bay, and we'll see. But right now, Belichick showed me he did it with Cassell, he did it with Garoppolo, he took all kinds of people. He took Tom Brady. He take anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody that leaves that team be trash. And they come back and be amazing. What's that guy, Brown? Remember Brown played there years ago?
Yeah.
Left that contract, came back, won a damn Super Bowl.
Let me ask you this though: you said Garoppolo, Matt Castle, you have Jarrett Stidham, you have Jacoby Brissett. Those are all quarterbacks that Bill took. Those are all quarterbacks that are way, way, way more mobile than Tom ever thought of being. That's why I tell you, Belichick has always wanted a mobile quarterback to do a different type of offense.
I'll trust you. I'm no Patriots expert, so I totally trust you. You're the guy to watch.
You run a dual tight end, and you have a running back like James White, and a running back that can run the ball. You don't need to rely on deep passes, man. I'm telling you. And
I don't see your Aaron Hernandez is the problem. I don't see your move tight end. I don't see that guy.
No, I don't.
I haven't seen that guy ever since. Actually, I haven't seen the two tight ends like that.
I wish Aaron Hernandez never killed anybody, and I wish he was still alive for the Pats because that was a very talented person, bro.
He said,
scary, yeah.
That might be the quote of the tournament. I wish Aaron Hernandez didn't kill anybody. I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree with that.
Bro, people always say like the Gronk. They say like as a Patriots fan, they say Gronkowski. But no one ever got to see the ceiling for Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez was fucking crazy at football, bro.
Yeah.
You know what people don't pay attention to is Gronk was there and he was still eating anyway. And I'm like, how do you do that? How you got this tight end here eating all this, and you're eating just as much as he's eating? It was more potent than Zach Ertz and Goddard. It was more than that, a lot more.
That whole combination was scary. That whole combination was deadly.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Hernandez had to shoot somebody in Boston. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was crazy. We don't jump off that because that whole thing spiraled out of control. That's by the time we walk down that path, we feel bad.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about murder.
Right?
I appreciate everybody for coming on again. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody in the comments too. It looks like it's a pretty good turnout. Appreciate my guy Jason for coming on, including his 2 cents about his Cowboys. Of course, he had to.
Cowboys fans always get 2 cents.
Got to.
People from Texas are always loud.
Oh man, but like I said, it was another great episode. Glad to get you guys on.
I had fun. Jeff. I had fun.
Yeah, you guys are cool, man. I'm gonna be arguing with y'all during the season, but that's all right. Y'all cool today.
Yeah. That's fine.
See you guys, and appreciate everybody. Make sure you guys vote, comment. Let me know who you want to move on to the next round of the Smackdown, and
bring me.
Put his vote in, but
like
I said, we'll
next week. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you guys for coming on again, and I said we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.
Later, dudes.